Top 6 drivers getting ready for the green. USAC off into turn number 1 for lap 1 of 30, and already right out the chute, Austin Williams, big game hunter, works to the top side along with Logan Stevie. They're going to pass a couple of cars there, move Austin Williams over that second spot. Stevie going to stick it up to the top side along with Stevie Sussex. Charles Davis Jr. will lead lap number 1, followed by Austin, who now is going to dive down the inside. Logan Stevie still going to work the top side of the racetrack off of turn number 2, trying to pull up right to the top of the 92 of Austin Williams. Down the back straightaway they go. Logan Stevie up top. Shell work his way around as they roll side by side of the line going into turn number 1. Top 2 drivers stay nose to tail lock on the inside line, but Logan Stevie, the man on the move, the old 1-9er, that Amy Electrical Andy Reinbold Underwood Racing Hot Rod looking was of course the quick time here tonight in that car. He's going to be scored second at the line, still though cannot clear the 92 machine of Williams. Back behind them there in your top 5, Stevie Sussex just went around Mike Martin, moving him up to 4th. RJ Johnson tried to do the same in the Hope Givers International machine. Still be Davis leading the field off of turn number 4 as Stevie and Williams continue their battle for the second spot. 2 distinct lines here tonight at Arizona Speedway. As Jonas Reynolds has issues with this car, he'll take it off the racetrack. It's still going to be Davis. Now it's going to be 92 machine of Williams. Usually you see Charles Davis Jr. work that top line. Not here tonight. Catfish around the bottom side, and that's going to hurt him because here comes Logan C with full head of steam. Working the cushion off of turn number 4. Can he take the race lead away from Davis? Not quite yet. Davis hangs on to it that lap. 30 laps here tonight in USAC Southwest Series Sprint Car Competition. The top 3 drivers, they pulled away from Mike Martin in that 4th spot. RJ Johnson, Stevie Sussex had motor issues earlier on, falling back through the field right now as Stevie goes side by side with Davis for a race lead. Give that lap to Logan Stevie, the 19. Charles Davis Jr. trying to ease his way up to the top side of the racetrack. Couldn't quite do it. Stevie takes the race lead off of 2. Drives away from him down the back straightaway. Off of turn number 4, though, a little bit of slow cars ahead of the 19 machine of Stevie. That is Steven Sanchez. He's going to let the race field blow by him as this car's very slow now through turns 1 and 2. Logan Stevie almost lost the race lead as the 7 machine of Sanchez very slow down the racetrack, down the back straightaway. Yellow flag will fly for him. Driver out of California leads him to the green flag. We're back underway. And Charles Davis Jr. got a little squirrely on that restart. Might have been contact between himself and Austin Williams as RJ Johnson starts ripping the top side of the racetrack, pulls up side by side with Williams. RJ Johnson, man on the move right now, that number 13 machine, filling in for Dennis Guile here tonight in the Gene Guile Racing number 13 entry, trying to work his way around. Davis, who spins around off of turn number 2. Yellow flag flies. Green flag. Yeah, we're underway. And RJ Johnson trying to dive down the inside to get around Logan Stevie. He hits that thing ripping on the top side. Jake Swanson going to follow suit. So the 4 California drivers take over the top 4 spots. Now RJ going to dive the corner, try to get that spot back from Brody Roa. It will be Stevie, Swanson, and Williams, your top 3. As your top 2 right now is Stevie and Swanson going to rip the lip with Austin Williams down on the bottom side of the racetrack. RJ Johnson in 4th, worked his way back around Brody Roa. Here comes Stevie Sussex, the number 12 machine. That bright orange number 12 last week at Paris Auto Speedway. Biked it into turn number 3, had a massive flip during qualifying. Here he is right now, running just outside your top 5, trying to reel in your points leader of Brody Roa. As everybody now rocking the top side of the racetrack, except for Chris Bono. Back behind Stevie Sussex and Mike Martin, as Matt Rossi going to try to take his position away from him. Charles Davis Jr. also trying to work his way up through the field. Has passed 1 car, just got around Ryan Coley and the 21J. We're out front. It's still Logan Stevie showing the way. Jake Swanson started this race back in 17th. Right now in 2nd, trying to take the race lead away from Stevie. He is reeling him in as they work their way down the back straightaway. Just 4 car lengths separate your top 2 drivers. As Stevie and Swanson bring it off a turn number 4. It's still about 4 car lengths. Another 6 back to Austin Williams, 8 back to RJ Johnson, 3 back to Brody Roa. That's how your top 5 sits with Stevie Sussex. Top 6 drivers, they've pulled away from 7th place running Mike Martin, as Bruce St. James goes by Matt Rossi and Chris Bono. 2 for 1 there for Bruce St. James, moving on to the 8th spot. As the field works off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway once again. Logan Seavey getting ready to catch up to the tail end of the field. Start putting cars one lap down. He has Jake Swanson, though, right on his tail tank, along with the 92 machine of Austin Williams. Those three drivers use the top side of the racetrack off of turn number 2, ripping the lip up there, but they got the slow car Ryan Coley right ahead of them, as well as Sterling Kling down the bottom, so nowhere to go for these race leaders, and it's going to show here. Logan Seavey, what line you going to use here? Looks like the slow cars give the bottom to Seavey. Swanson, though, going to go by on the outside. What a move by Jake Swanson, the outside of Logan Seavey, new race leader. Now he slices and dices with the lap cars. Contact there between and a lap car of Sterling Kling. Seavey made contact with the lap car. That allowed Austin Williams now to pull it to the inside of the lap car of Kling and Seavey. Seavey, though, with a strong run off of turn number 2. Austin Williams still riding around the bottom side of the racetrack with a big game hunter right now catfishing around the bottom side in that third spot. But here comes the rest of the field. R.J. Johnson, Brody Rowan, Stevie Sussex. Jake Swanson putting on a show here tonight. Starters race back in the 17th starting spot. Right now, your race leader. Just 10 laps to go, and we got a battle for the race lead. Jake Swanson has company in the form of Logan Seavey. As Seavey's found some speed down the bottom side of the racetrack, they split the slow car of Matt Lundy in the number 98. So does Austin Williams, who's moved up to the top side of the racetrack now. So the big game hunter moved up to the top side of the racetrack, trying to reel in the number 19 machine of Seavey. Jake Swanson had motor issues earlier on here tonight, did not make it out for qualifying. He's had to start back in the 17th starting spot. He has that thing hooked up. Your race leader with just 8 laps to go has about a 5-car length advantage. He might have bounced off the cushion there, coming off of turn at number 2. 1 car up and over. Red flag will fly in turn 2. Still flipping around out there. I believe that is the 21J of Ryan Coley. Flipped it big time in turns 1 and 2. 11 cars on your lead, lap 9 laps to go. Green flags in the air. And Jake Swanson, Logan Seavey, and Austin Williams all going to choose the top side of the racetrack. Matt Lundy went down low to allow R.J. Johnson to get past him, as now Johnson finally gets that thing hooked up. He lights the wick off of turn number 4, but still going to be about 8 car lengths behind your top 3 drivers as they work into turn number 1. Swanson way up the racetrack. Logan Seavey closes in the tail tank. Logan Seavey with a strong run off of turn number 2, closes the gap to about 1 car length with Swanson up top as they work their way through 3 and 4. It's going to be Swanson, Seavey, and Williams. Now it's Seavey right there on the bottom. Going to go to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to throw the slide job on Swanson. Washes up the track. Swanson crosses him up. They drag race down the back straightaway. Swanson with the advantage going into 3. Logan Seavey going to try to do it one more time. Up, can't quite do it. Does cut off the momentum from the 92 machine of Austin Williams. Jake Swanson drives away off of turn number 4 as they work off of turn 2. Seavey and Williams trying to do everything they can to pedal their cars and reel in the 34 AZ, who has been on a rail all 30 laps of this main event, as we have just 5 laps to go. Jake Swanson starts the race back in the 17th starting spot. Right now, starting to stretch his legs just a little bit over Logan Seavey, who has to regroup right now. See if he can't reel him in here for one final shot at your race leader in the 34 AZ of Swanson. As Swanson Williams bang off the cushion off of turn number 4. Johnson, Sussex, Roa running 4th, 5th, and 6th on the racetrack. Bruce St. James in 7th. And here comes Rossi trying to throw a slide job at him. Couldn't quite do anything, could Matt Rossi, with Michael Curtis in tow behind him, and Mike Martin has Swanson and Seavey roll past the start-finish line to turn number 1. Logan Seavey has caught the tail tank of the 34 AZ. Just 1 car length separates those 2 drivers into turn number 3. Come off of turn number 4. Swanson will lead by about a car length now with just 2 laps to go. Logan Seavey trying to set it up. Needs someone to make his mark as Swanson hits the wall. It's going to be Seavey taking the race lead. Seavey takes the race lead. Swanson gets back in the gap, trying to hold off Austin Williams Hugs. Now as the white flag flies for the Reinbold Underwood, number 19 of Logan Seavey. He leads them off of turn number 2. One final time. 6-car leads the advantage over Jake Swanson through turns 3 and 4. Up the top side of the racetrack. Off of 4, the old 1-9er gets it done here tonight. Logan Seavey. Jake Swanson, Austin Williams round out your podium. RJ Johnson, Stevie Sussex round out your top 5. What a race. Logan Seavey gets it done. So the Reinbold Underwood team already celebrating out here in Santan Ford Victory Lane. Logan climbing out of the car, race fans. He's your main event winner. Put your hands together. Gives the team owner a big hug. A little bit of a size difference there between Reinbold and Seavey. It's Jake Swanson. Feels the agony of defeat here tonight. Hitting the wall. Up in turn number 2 with 2 laps to go. As Logan gets the high fives and the hugs. Goes over to shake hands with his friend Jake Swanson. Well, Logan, heck of a battle between you and Jake, all main event long. He started deep in the pack. You started, middle of the pack, able to race your way up using that top side.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I just can't thank Andy and the whole Reinbold family enough for letting me come out and race. Just to be racing sprint cars and is a dream come true, but to be able to, run a caliber car like this is pretty cool. I was joking with Jake before the race, and I said, I hope I don't see you. That either means you're really good or I'm really bad. And luckily, it was a pretty good race, and we were both really good. So, he got by me there in lap traffic, and then he made a mistake there with a couple to go. So that's the way it goes sometimes. But like I said, I just can't be more happy to be here.
What goes through your mind running second right on the tail tank of Jake Swanson as he bangs off the wall in turn number 2?
Yeah, he was getting the track was just treacherous, it's just you got to bounce off the wall basically to go fast, and that's what makes this style of racing so fun and just so hard. And he did it so good so many laps in a row, and he just messed up one time, and luckily we were right there to capitalize.
And here tonight, winning not just tonight's main event, but also the Lealand McSpadden Classic, of course, Mississippi Tornado. A little bit before your time, man, but hey, he paved the way for drivers like you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's obviously a legend of the sport, and I've seen lots of videos, and I try to keep up with the history as much as I can with the sport, and it's pretty cool to win a race, with his name on it. And like I said, I'm glad we put on a good show for him. I got a little worried when that rubber came, when right after he went by me, it laid rubber pretty good, and we were able to keep pace, but it's just so hard to pass, without wrecking somebody. And got a couple sliders there back and forth, and I kind of, let him get away a little bit, but this thing was really good to run him back down and be there when he made the mistake.
Hey, man, good hard racing. Congratulations on tonight's main event win. Logan Seavey gets it done here tonight at Arizona Speedway. Well, down here at Lealand McSpadden, man, heck of a race those guys put on for you.
That was a heck of a race. A lot of people put into this race, paid money so we could almost double the purse. But, a heck of a drive for him, a heck of a drive for Jake Swanson coming from dead last to run second. Put on a heck of a show for the people, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope we can do this again, keep this thing going and growing bigger.
That's right, getting ready for the 5th annual Lealand McSpadden Classic next year.
Yeah, I want to say. Also, I'd like to say tonight the Hard Charger Award was in memory of Billy Schumann, which was one of the hardest chargers that ever drove one of these things. And I think I could say that Jake Swanson won that award outright, coming from dead last to second. So I think Jake Swanson deserves a pat on the back.
Yeah, definitely Jake Swanson, the hard charger here tonight, man. Started this race dead last, and, man, Logan was saying, he was joking with you before the race, and said, if I see you, you're either really good or I'm really bad, and tonight you both were really good. Yeah. Just couldn't quite pull it off there at the end.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that was pretty cool, just being able to rip the top like that. I can't say enough about Mike and Team AZ. I mean, this car was just so good, I could go up there and just drive around him, you know. And then you know, I knew the rubber was coming. I obviously didn't want to see that red. You know, it really cost us. But I looked down at the temp gauge, and we were like 240 and 250 is climbing. And so I tried to get her cooled down. But the last few laps there, I was cheating it, and I knew I shouldn't have been cheating it, but I just felt like I couldn't get the wheel speed up. It was just it was a little bit lazy. I think it was because it was temperature, but you know, either way, this is a brand new motor. They got this thing on Wednesday, you know, after we broke the last one in Paris. So motor luck wise, we've just been really struggling. So I'm glad we were able to put 30 together. It was a good night to be hard charger. Thank you to all the people that you know, put a bunch of money into this deal in this race. This is a really cool event, and obviously us racers really appreciate the people who step up and, you know, make it worth our while. It definitely gives us incentive to put on a good show.
Definitely does. Jake Swanson comes over the second tonight, rounding out your all-California podium here tonight. Number 92 machine, Austin Williams, big game. Getting it done here tonight, man. Third place run.
Yeah, the car was good. You know, Tom and Lori Surgers, they give me a great car. You know, with Paul and everyone helping, Dan and my dad, and yeah, we're happy. You know, we came out here to try this track out with this car, and you know, we were right there in contention. We're just right there. So yeah, we're real happy, and you know, we got these FK shocks on this thing, and just it runs really good.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out to Arizona. Look forward to seeing more races from you out here in the Valley of the Sun.
Yeah, we'll try to make some more races out here, but yeah, we're excited.
All right, Austin Williams rounds out your podium here tonight.